Welcome to Meet the Missouri Horse Professional. I'm your host, Jennifer Hurt of JRs Equine Spa Retreat, and I'm interviewing Missouri horse professionals in your area. Join me in meeting this week's talented Missouri horse professional. Welcome to another episode of Meet the Missouri Horse Professional. Today I am joined by Apryl Ballard. I'm a representative of the Missouri Midwest Cowboy Dressage. And then we have Christi Rains, who is a Cowboy Dressage Level 2 clinician and a Apryl instructor.
Yes.
Okay. That was a mouthful for me, so I'm glad I got it right. So today I'm interviewing these beautiful ladies. They just got done with a 2-day clinic, Cowboy Dressage clinic, here at the fabulous JRs Equine Spa Retreat. So I'm going to start with you, Christi. Okay. You're from Texas.
Yes.
And when did you first get involved with the Cowboy Dressage?
Cowboy Dressage, gosh, that was probably about 7 or 8 years ago, but I started teaching it probably 3 years ago. And I love it. It's so much fun, and horses love the purpose, putting things to a purpose.
Yeah. You know, it was probably about 3 years ago that I first heard about Cowboy Dressage, which isn't well known here in Missouri yet. And you know, I was very intrigued, but as you know, we've been busy building this facility, so I'm like, someday.
Right.
And that's where Apryl comes in.
Yeah.
You know, Apryl is one of our boarders here, and she approached me, I don't know, a few months ago or something, and said, can we hold a Cowboy Dressage clinic out here? And I'm like, yes, yeah. And I was so happy to hear that you were interested in that, because that is something that I was interested in. So when did you first get interested in it?
You know, I have really been looking for something to give my horse and I a purpose, something that we can do and work on together, but yet something that is really about a relationship with the horse. And so what I found different about Cowboy Dressage was that it had all of the technical parts, so all of the movements, but yet it added some like ground poles and different things that we can use as obstacles. And so that was really fun. But, you know, I heard about it, I guess, over the last couple of years, and just like everything else, I like to study and learn. And so I was out there looking and watching and seeing it, and there are so many different levels and things. The thing I really liked about it as well is it isn't just for one style of horse.
Right.
You know, I ride Missouri Foxtrot.
Yes.
There are gaited divisions, and there are some cool vaquero divisions, and there are general divisions, and then, you know, there's something for everyone. So I went, yeah, that's for me, and it's going to give me something to focus on. But, you know, so much of it is going on the West Coast.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to bring something here that would help those in this area, so we didn't have to travel that far. So that's what we're doing.
That is awesome. And I'm sorry you guys are hearing a lot of commotion. We got a lot of horses who are in their stalls and they're
Feeding time.
feeding time.
An exciting day.
Yeah, Now, I'm going to address you, Christi, on this question. Can you explain, because people, especially in Missouri, are going to get a little confused with Cowboy Dressage. They're going to think it's Western Dressage,
Right.
which has just been kind of introduced to Missouri in the last couple of years.
Yes.
So can you tell us the difference? Because there's a huge difference,
There's a
guys.
big
There
difference.
is.
Yeah.
So, Aton started both Cowboy Dressage and Western Dressage. He started Western Dressage 12, 15 years ago, and all the dressage people got in on it and they loved it. And so they put it on USCF rules and created committees, and he lost control of it. Then he wanted to do some fun things, like put obstacles in the dressage arena to help your horse, to help you get 10-meter circles and straight lines. Well, you can't do that under USCF rules. And that was great. They can have Western Dressage in shows.
Yeah.
But he left Western Dressage and started Cowboy Dressage. And he made some really smart changes that are user-friendly. He put cones or markers every 5 meters. So there's a
That's
grid.
huge.
Your 10-meter and 20-meter circles actually line up with something. And in regular dressage, if you don't have a big, fancy horse, which is a nice mover, they're not going to look at you.
Right.
But in Cowboy Dressage, any type horse, the judges are instructed, number one, to put partnership and harmony weight that over fancy maneuvers, flashy maneuvers.
Nice.
Very important. And the harmony and function of the horse is also the most important. So,
And I feel that's important, you know,
Yeah.
especially as a body worker. You want to communicate with your horse, you have your horse tell you I'm hurting or I'm not,
Yes.
as we would advocate. This is great. You know, you're listening to the horse, and the horse is going to tell you if you're not listening, and then you use that feedback to correct it.
right.
So
And
that's
it's
awesome.
really fun for the person because A lot of people, if I said go out and do a perfect 10-meter circle, would not know how to do it. Go ride a nice round 20-meter circle. One of the hardest things to ride is a straight line. One of the other hardest things to ride is a round circle. But Aton was brilliant. He put cones in the corners. So if you ride through these cones, you have a 10-meter bend. If you stay on this side of the cones, you have a 20-meter bend. You go through this cone, through these poles, through this, and through this, you have a perfect 10-meter circle. You go around this marker, you have a perfect 20-meter circle. So it makes it so easy.
And I would think that not only does it make it easy for the rider and the horse, but it would help them learn better because they might not see their mistake if it wasn't there.
Right,
They
exactly.
wouldn't know. So,
How would you know?
yeah.
Exactly. And it's really interesting too that, and one of the things that just brought to my mind when we were talking about that is, it's for all levels of riders.
Yes.
It's like, you can be the very beginner, you can still show, or just
Yes, you can show.
You can still show as a beginner, but yet there's this whole universe of improvement that you can do to learn and to get moving along with your horse and that kind of thing. So you can be a brand new novice, or you can be a seasoned professional, and you're all going to get something out of it.
Right.
Now let's touch on the showing.
Yes.
Because I think I saw recently, I don't know, last month or two, my days run together, so forgive me, I'm still stuck in 2021. So they're doing virtual
Yes.
Cowboy Dressage
Yes.
shows.
Yes.
That is awesome.
There are
Especially in this area where there's not a lot.
That's
Right.
right. So there are 3 more. Actually, there's one that it just closed. It just closed, and it's starting. I'll be videotaping. It'll be our first show.
Oh, good.
It'll be our first
Nice.
video, and so I'm videotaping that just to get the experience of it. I don't have a lot of hope of doing very well, but that's okay.
Oh, I
that's
know
okay.
you
We'll
will.
see. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
She will.
And it'll be a lot of fun. But they have 2 more left this year, and if you go to the website, the Cowboy Dressage website,
Cowboy Dressage World.
Cowboy Dressage World,
Yes.
right, thank you. And there's a listing there, and you can learn all about the support that we have set up in the back.
Yeah.
You can learn all about how to do and submit a virtual experience. You can do
Yeah.
all of that. The rule book is on there to read, and it's very well put
Awesome.
together.
Now, speaking of Cowboy Dressage court, so this is April's court. We did change out some of the poles with the JR's poles, but me and Ron have talked, and we're going to go ahead and get everything so we can set up this
Oh,
court.
yay.
So, anybody who wants to do virtual shows, we will have that.
Wow, that is wonderful.
But it gets even better, guys. Some of you might have heard me talk about we put a TV in the arena here, and I'm looking up at it. We have the camera hooked up to it so we can see ourselves. 2 days ago, and we're going to make a video on this, we hooked our computer up and we checked the Wi-Fi. And this is important because we want to be able to, for people to have virtual lessons. And we have talked to Christi, and she is willing to do virtual lessons.
Yes.
So we will get her contact information and put it on here so you guys will know exactly how to get a hold of her and set that up, and you can just haul in. We'll do the virtual lessons, and I think that's awesome. You know, nobody has to travel down to Texas to get your expertise.
Right.
They can do it right from here.
It's a little warm there right now. So
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and closely get this wrapped up. But one thing that we do at the end of each segment is I'll let you guys ask me a question. We turn around the table. You interview me with one question regarding JRs Equine Spa Retreat.
Okay. You want to talk about what you do?
You just ask me a question and I'll answer.
So I have a horse with heaves.
Yes.
A horse with
Okay.
heaves. Can you help her?
Yes. So Christi did approach me about a horse that she has with heaves, and we do have therapies here that will help. We have the salt room, and a lot of people get confused when we say salt room. A lot of times they think salt water therapy, and it's not. It's actually dry salt. We don't want moisture in it. That'll actually do the opposite. And if you guys think about it, you're breathing the salt in. The last thing you want to do is have moisture get into your lungs. So it's pharmaceutical grade salt that gets grinded up, dispensed into an enclosed room. We treat horses, but yeah, we also treat people, and we've treated dogs, to be honest, too.
Wow.
Yeah, and we actually encourage the owners to be there in the room with their horse, just for the fact of why not get the treatment as
Right.
well and benefit too. So we have the salt therapy room. Now, actually, our TheraPlate has a setting to help too, because you know when you get blood circulating, you're getting more oxygen throughout the body.
Okay.
So and then that helps with the inflammation, get inflammation out too. So the TheraPlate is really good to work with the salt therapy. Also, and you guys, I'm a slacker. I should have been with this video like over a year ago. We actually are dealers of some great products, and I'm so embarrassed that I haven't talked and done videos on it. But one of them is called Medicine Bag Complete, and talking about Medicine Bag Complete is a whole video episode itself, the science behind it, because it is science, ancient science actually, on how it was developed. And the reason why it's called Medicine Bag is there's so many vets that actually prescribe it as, instead of medicine, it's 100% complete natural. And it covers your electrolytes, your prebiotics, probiotics, vitamins, minerals. It's great. And so I've actually had, and the guy of the company, Drainey, he is just so wonderful, where if you got a situation with a horse, you can email him or call him, and he'll let you know exactly how to load up on this medicine bag complete supplement for the horse's health. And so because of humidity that Missouri's been having, it seems like for 3 years solid, I can't run the salt room at all times because we have to keep it can only run when it's 40% humidity or less. High humidity will destroy the computer, and we learned that the hard way. Yeah, so we've had a couple people approach us regarding heat and wanting to use the salt room, and we've had to tell them, no, we're not running it at this time, but hey, this product might work, contact Drainey. And I've had people respond to me that yes, it is absolutely has helped their horse. So that is definitely something else I would recommend as well. But we also have like cold laser therapy, you know, and when you get along on the meridians and stuff like that with cold laser, that also helps because you know, most diseases are because our autoimmune system in our bodies is compromised. And so if we can heal inside out, a lot of this stuff goes away. So there's some other stuff, you know, and acupressure. Oh yeah, and these are videos I needed to do, like I said a year ago. It's just I am so behind on stuff.
I want to hear
But
more.
yeah. Well, I will definitely make some more videos and tag you in on it, and so that will be good. So that was a great question. That was a good situation to bring up of how JRs can help somebody.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, I want to thank you guys for joining and learning more from Christi and Apryl and the wonderful world of Cowboy Dressage. And I'm going to have their contact information. If it's not on the screen, it's also going to be in the comments or all areas of social media that we're going to post this. That's another thing I want to touch on, guys, is social media. You guys, we need to get the word out. And the problem with social media is unless there's a lot of engagement on a post, they will not share it. They will not show it to anybody. They only want the feel-good post that everybody is engaged in. So if you guys, if you like this post and this interview, this information, and especially if you think somebody else would like it, I strongly encourage you guys to like this page, like this post, share this, tag your friends in the comments, go to these guys' pages, like their pages as well, get some great information, and I'll have all of that on here for you. I want to thank you today for joining us. Yay!
Good job.
I think that was